Do you ever look at someone and say, wow, how do they seem to have it all? The reality is they probably do have it all, but they didn't go and try and achieve all of it at once. Let me explain. I was listening to a podcast last night and it talked about when you're actually trying to achieve excellence and move out of the mediocre zone where most people live, there is no such thing as balance. So I really do feel like the downfall of our generation, I'm 28 years old, is most people are trying to do 20 things at once. They're like, one week they're doing like cycle classes and they're like, I love spin classes. And then 2 weeks later, they're like a rock climber. And then a month later, they're like into weightlifting. And then 3 months later, they're like, oh yeah, I switched to swimming. It's like they can never stick to anything. It's like they want to be rich, they want a six pack, they want all these different things, and they try and do it all at once. And it's like you become a jack of all trades, master of none. And the podcast I was listening to was like, there are certain seasons when if you want to break out of the mediocre realm where most people play, you have to lock in for a certain season to achieve excellence. You can't do everything at once. There's only so much time in the day, and you're going to regress. So for me, like 5 years ago, my lock-in season for my career was 5 years ago. I was doing 60 to 70-hour work weeks. I quickly rose throughout the ranks in software sales. It was great. I don't regret it. That was my lock-in season of way too much work, not a lot of balance elsewhere, but that was okay. Right now I'm in my lock-in season for my body. I've dropped about 14% body fat, 23 pounds in 13 weeks, and the next 3 to 6 months, my entire life is optimized around fitness. So meals, training, walking, the whole 9 yards. My whole system for the next 3 to 6 months is optimized around my body and fitness and the goals that I have. After that 3 to 6 months, I will likely choose something else. But once you really put the hard work in, you don't have to go as insane for so long. You can continue to maintain, because I'm maintaining my career, doing my job, going, above and beyond, but not to the level I used to do 5 years ago. That was a bit insane. And there's certain areas of my life where you have to go insane for a short period of time, 6 to 12 months. In reality, 6 to 12 months is not that long. It's like a season. But I know this video is a bit long-winded, but our generation just tries so much to do 20 things at once. And basically what I'm here to tell you is, like, if it's your career, if it's your fitness, if it's something special that you have on your heart to go after, lock in for 6 to 12 months. You're not going to have balance so much elsewhere, but do the bare minimum. So like, let me give you an example. I'm already about 3 minutes here. So like my life is optimized for fitness, but it doesn't mean I neglect my church. It doesn't mean I neglect my friendships. It doesn't mean I neglect all the other great things I have in my life. But however, they